Hi there, this is Diane. Welcome to my basement. Today we are going to learn about probability. So our textbook says that outcomes of some experiences are random or a matter of chance. Probability describes the possibility that a result will occur. Who wrote this? Okay, so what probability is basically what's the chance that something's going to happen. So the experiences of chance, you can get that it's impossible, meaning that it will never happen. It's possible, it could happen. Or it is certain. It will definitely happen. When a result is possible, so that was in the middle, it can be less likely, just as likely, or more likely than any other result. So the person who made this book was kind enough to show us a line with the different possibilities. So we can represent these different results on a probability line. Dun dun! So we start with impossible. It's never going to happen. For example, tomorrow it will not snow. It's impossible. It's way too hot. Then we have our field of, or our realm of possibility. So it's less likely to happen. And they draw the arrow and it's in the blue, right? So there's a small, less likely chance that you're going to spin the spinner and it's going to land in the blue. With just as likely, that's a 50-50 chance, right? So you see half is blue and half is white. More likely means that you have more of a chance that the event will happen. And it's certain to happen, 100% chance. So you can think of possibilities as percentages. Let's take a look at the practice. All right, I practiced. Observe the contents of this pencil case. So what do we have in this pencil case? Oh my goodness, we have pencils. Amazing. And they're all sharpened. Aww. Okay, so we have a green, a yellow, a green, a blue, a green, a blue, a yellow, a green, a red, a yellow, and a blue. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 perfect colored pencils, all sharp. Okay, how many green do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4 greens, 1, 2, 3 yellows, 1, 2, 3 blues, and 1 red. So far, so good. Describe the probability of picking out a red pencil rather than a pencil of another color. So let's look back up to that wonderful probability line and let's figure this out. So in order to describe the chances that we would get a red colored pencil, is it impossible? No, there is one, so that's possible, so now we're closer. Less likely, well, there's only one, so I'm guessing we're less likely of choosing a red one randomly out of all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11? Out of all 11. Is it just as likely? Is there a 50-50 chance? Well, no, because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 other ones and only one red. Is it more likely? Nope. Is it certain? Are they all red? No. So I think we're going to stick with less likely. So it is less likely to pick a red pencil from the pencil case than a pencil of another color. What's another way to say less likely? Could we say unlikely? Or maybe less probable? Or just less likely? Let's see what the book says. Come on. Less probable. We got it. Good job, guys. Okay. So now that we know a bit more about probability, I'm going to give you some new statements. Okay. Let's see if I can fix this. So let's choose the possibility or the probability for these statements. I will have a sandwich for lunch. Is it impossible, unlikely, or what we said, less likely, just as likely, like a 50-50 chance, likely, or certain? So think about it. What are the chances of you having a sandwich for lunch? Well, I have bread upstairs. I have some meat. So there's a chance. It's possible. It's been a long time since I've had a sandwich. But you know what? For me, I think it's unlikely. But for you, you might have a sandwich every day for lunch. So for you, it might be likely or perhaps certain. So that's what's kind of wonderful about probability, is that it could be different for you than it is for me. Let's move on to B. The sun will rise in the morning. Well, that's a pleasant thought. The sun will always, it is certain that the sun is going to rise tomorrow morning. Will we always see it? No. Sometimes there's cloud, but that's okay. We always know it's there. All right. C. Ooh, how about we color code these? I like that. I'm going to give it orange. The sun's going to come up. Let's see. That is certain. Let's give that a green. The sun will come out tomorrow. Okay. A unicorn wakes me up. Oh, no. That is impossible. I don't even want a unicorn to wake me up. How do you think a unicorn would wake you up? Like stab you? Or like lick you? Yeah, no, I'm gonna hard pass on that one. Okay, D. It will rain on Valentine's Day. It will rain on Valentine's Day. Okay, so Valentine's Day, we have to know what day that is. So I know that Valentine's Day is February 14th. And I also know that February 14th is in the winter. Does it rain in the winter? Yeah, it can. Do you think it'll rain on Valentine's Day? Okay, I'm gonna go with it's possible, but less likely or unlikely. I don't think it's going to happen. Huh. Maybe you have a different idea. Okay, E. I will put on socks tomorrow. Ooh. Okay, so it's summer well, it's spring right now. But it is hot. It is hot outside. But when I go for a walk, and I try to go every day for a walk, I have to put on socks so I don't get a sore. Ooh. You know what? I'm going to put on socks tomorrow. Is it certain? 100%? Oh. Okay. I'm going to go with likely. I'm going to go with likely. It's not 100% certain. I didn't put on socks today. I wore flip-flops because I did some gardening. Okay. I'm happy with likely. Let's do a bonus. Are you ready for a bonus? I hid it from you. Dun dun dun. Okay. F. Toss a coin. So any coin, like a penny, a nickel, a dime, a quarter, a loonie, a toonie, anything. So you toss a coin and you get a heads. Is that impossible? Unlikely? Just as likely? Likely? Or certain? Think about it. What do you know about a coin? Well, you know a coin has a heads and it has a tails. So you have 50% chance or just as likely to get a heads as you are to get a tails. So it is an orange. And that's for everyone. You have a 50-50 chance or just as likely possible. Way to go. Okay, back to our textbooks. We were on page 80 before, but now we're going to go to page 82. And what we're going to learn next is about a tree diagram. So a tree diagram is used to represent all possible results of a random experiment. What does that mean? It means that you can draw a picture to help you find out what are the possibilities of having an outcome. Okay, so they show us this bag here. And in this little bag is a red marble, a green marble, another green marble, and another red marble. So 2 reds, 2 green marbles. And they say if you were to pull out 1 marble at a time on your first draw, a draw means pulling it out of the bag, what are your chances? Well, you can get a green one, you can get another green one, you can get a red one, and a red one. So that's all on the first chance. You can pull all 4 of those out. You can't pull a blue one out if there's no blue in there, right? I knew you knew that. Okay, so on our second draw, what can you pull out? You can pull out a green, because now you have 2 greens and 2 reds. 2 greens and 2 reds, see that? Then here you can have a red and a green and a red, or a red, a green and a red. So if you were to draw out 2 marbles, you could get 2 greens, green and a red, green and a red. With your second marble, you could have gotten 2 greens, green and a red, green and a red. You could have gotten red, green, red, green, red, red. red, green, red, green, red, red. So they're saying if you draw it out, you will notice that there are 12 possible results. And that's it. You're just drawing pictures to help you see what your possibilities are. Are you ready to try this out? I'm ready. Here we go. So I drew a little Picasso here, aren't I? I drew, I don't know what that is. It's supposed to be a bag, but use your imagination, I suppose. This is my bag, and in it I put a green marble, voila, a blue, actually I put two blues, and a red marble. Alright, so I pull out my first marble, reaching in, and I pull out the green. Yay for green. Alright, I reach back in, and I pull out a blue. I reach in, I pull out a red. Okay, so I've pulled out a green marble, a blue marble, and a red marble. What is the last marble's color gonna be? What is the last marble's color? I pulled out a green, I pulled out a blue, and I pulled out a red. So what is my last marble gonna be? You got it. It's gonna be blue. Look at you. All right. Why do you think they call this a tree diagram? You know what it looks like? It looks like it has branches. I bet that's why they call it a tree diagram. That's cool. All right. So the first time I pulled out a green, what are my other chances? If I've already pulled out a green, I can pull out two blues and a red, right? If I pulled out a blue already, I could pull out another blue, a red, and a green. Just make sure you have all the same marbles in there each time, that's all. So if I pulled out a red first, again, I can pull out two blues and a green. Ooh, it's a lot of color in there. And then, if I've pulled out a blue, I can pull out another blue. Can you see? I can pull out a red. And I can pull out a green. Well, those look like Christmas lights. Okay. So now the question is, what are our possibilities? Our possibilities are, let's see, what is possible? It's possible that we would get a green on our first time. Well, and then a blue the second time, a blue, oh, look at me making mistakes, going fast. Okay, so a green and a blue, a green and a blue, or a green and a red. Good. Or we could have had a blue the first time, right? Because that's what we have here. The blue the first time, but then we could have gotten a blue the second time. We could have gotten a red the second time, and we could have gotten a green the second time. So far so good, guys? All right, so red, red, red. So the first time we would have gotten a red, the second time a blue, a red and a blue, and a red and a green. And the last possible group would all be blues again. Blue, blue, blue. So a blue, blue, a blue, red, and what's the last one? What do you think it is? Blue, 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 red, and blue, green. All right. So how many possible outcomes do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You got it. You got it. All right. So basically that's it. Probability is the chance that something can happen. It's possible. So it's either less likely, just as likely, or more likely. It's impossible, it'll never happen. Or it's certain it'll happen 100%. And then you can draw a tree. You can visualize your chances. And one way is to do what's called a tree diagram, which we just did here with little branches. Okay, so I'll see you next time. Stay curious, guys. Bye.